I've got to say, I have to say this honestly. I have to because of what just happened this weekend in the Serie A, in the Milan derby, the legendary Milan derby. Zlatan scored two goals to help AC Milan beat Inter Milan 2-1. Zlatan, Zlatan, Zlatan. What a unique guy, honestly. He's been on form ever since he went back to Italy, ever since he went back to Serie A. He's just been on form, been on fire since last year. And you just have to give him props. This guy's 39 years old and he's scoring goals. Amazing at this age. I mean, what is he taking? What steroid is he using? Now, I understand that Serie A isn't the fastest league to play in, but it's still it's a damn pretty good achievement, honestly. He's been on form, proving himself, doing what he does best, scoring goals when he's focused and determined. And of course, he's going to be cocky, as he's always has been, as he should be. He may not be the greatest striker of all time, but he's certainly up there in terms of being one of the greats. His skill set, his shooting range, it's amazing. He's had that since he started his career in Sweden, from Malmo, then to Ajax, then to Juve, then to Inter Milan, then to briefly in part Barcelona for 1 year, then to AC Milan, then PSG, then LA Galaxy, then back to LA AC Milan again. It's crazy, honestly crazy. He's had his moments where he may come across it as too cocky with some of the things that he said. Like well, apparently he said when Arsenal called him for a trial that Zlatan doesn't do auditions, which is still alleged, but it's apparently what he said when Arsene Wenger was looking into signing him. And other statements where an older video of him stating that training starts when I say so. A bit tongue in cheek, but it's Zlatan. And then, yeah, then the famous interaction he had with the interviewer, who also turned out to be a cameraman, but somehow was holding the microphone, but then holding the camera at the same time, so on and so forth. Zlatan, I mean, it will be interesting. I certainly wouldn't rule him out of helping AC Milan win the league title, because AC Milan have been on form since last year. They've been focused, they've been driven, and hopefully, for the good of Serie A, no disrespect to Juventus, but when AC Milan and Inter Milan are rising, are succeeding, the league does better. Personally speaking, that's what I feel. When Inter Milan and AC Milan are both succeeding, the league does better, along with Roma, Juve as well. But the thing is, the Serie A league needs AC Milan and Inter Milan to be a success, because that's what makes the league great, personally. And I say that as a child that grew up in the 2000s, that kind of was memorized by the AC Milan kits and the Inter Milan kits, especially when it was the week of the Milan derby. And AC Milan right now are on top of the league, as far as I know. As far as I know, and can Zlatan be that guy that can help them with the title quest, which does seem a far fetch because they're also in the Europa League, and that will be a huge distraction. But we're gonna see what happens. Zlatan, being the legend that he is, always scoring goals. I think when he was at Inter Milan, that's when he was at his prime, scoring goals under Mourinho, and before that, before he went to Barcelona, which probably he regrets because he didn't get along with Pep Guardiola, and he's not the only great player to not get along with Pep Guardiola. So yeah, it's interesting. Um, he is a legend, without a doubt. And of course, the famous bicycle kick he scored against England in the friendly, that was a spectacle to watch, to witness. He's great. He is great. Football great, without question. Um, yeah, you can't really you can't really go against the opinion that when Zlatan retires, he arguably it will be difficult to go against the opinion that Zlatan is a top 10 striker of all time. And not to mention, he also played it in England as well. He also played in England as well for Manchester United. So there's that to his CV, man. But we're gonna see what happens throughout the season. Hopefully, um, he stays fit, which isn't the most easy thing to do when you're almost 40 years old. But we'll see what happens. Medicine can change everything. Yeah, a legend, and he's certainly a cult of personality with how he brags about himself, as he should do. Nothing against that at all. But certainly, he's up there as one of the greats, and he's already made his mark. But now even more so that he's now been scoring goals when he's reaching his 40s. That's crazy. That's nuts. Respect to him. Hats off to him. He's doing what he does best. Scoring goals. And in a way, you could say he's a leader as well. You can say he's a leader. He clearly is having a good effect on the AC Milan dressing room. And we're going to see if it continues. And so, honestly, it's amazing to watch. Zlatan doing his thing. It's a pleasure. It's really a pleasure to see. Honestly. All right. That's all I've got to say. Take care and God bless.